Ruby. Welcome back to another Las Vegas buffet review. Today we find ourselves back at Main Street Station in downtown Las Vegas at the Garden Court Buffet because they have now added crab legs to their prime rib dinner buffet, which begs the question, is this the best buffet deal in Las Vegas? Let's go find out. Seated here at Main Street Station's Garden Court Buffet. So dinner is Fridays and Saturdays from 4 to 9 for $34. It is all you can eat prime rib and crab legs, making this a really fabulous deal as long as the food is good. If you are Emerald or above with Boyd, you do have a skip the line as well as a little discount. It's $31. We got here right when it opened. There was quite a line. It took about 20 minutes for us to get seated, but I'm excited to check out what all they have on offer. Let's eat. Okay, it looks like we're in the Hawaiian section. I see some rice, shoyu chicken. I will try some mahi-mahi. I feel like we don't get a lot of fish at buffets. Let's give it a go. Right next door, we got some kalua pork and cabbage. I'll get a little of that, as well as manapua. I hope I am saying that right. Let's get one of those. They've also got a Hawaiian beef stew here that is really good. Last I remembered, I would like to get a little of that to try again. Okay, next door we've got the other like Chinese Asian section here. I'm gonna do fried rice. I'm gonna get some sweet and sour pork. They've also got some stir-fried vegetables, some chow mein, and some spring rolls. I'm gonna grab those. Okay, so a lot of sections are open for dinner. We do have a wide variety. I'm gonna try to be discerning in what I choose. So we started over with the Hawaiian and Asian sections first. They're in the back and we'll work our way over towards the front where the crab legs are. I'm gonna give this sweet and sour pork and fried rice a try first. Let's see how it is. That's actually pretty good. I was a little skeptical because the breading did look like maybe it was gonna be tough, or sometimes it can get overcooked on the inside, but it's really not. The inside is tender and good flavor, and the breading is just crispy enough. The sauce is really good. It's not anything spicy. It is really, as described, mildly like a sweet and sour, typical Chinese kind of thing you're gonna get on a buffet, but not in a bad way. It tastes good. I like it. Let's switch over to the mahi-mahi. When I was flaking this part, it looked a little dry. I'm kind of concerned, but let's give it a shot. Fish is never my favorite on the buffets, but I am willing to give it a go. Here we go. A little dry. It's a little dry. To be fair, I grabbed one right off the top. Maybe I should have went further into like the juices because the flavor is actually really good. How they season the mahi-mahi is good, and it tastes fresh. It's not fishy at all. Like, it is a fresh piece of fish. It's just like a little tough from the dryness, so it's not my favorite. I would probably skip it. Let's try the kalua pork and cabbage. I know we had this once on this buffet, but the last time we were here, we didn't try these items. I'm trying to make sure we switch it up when we come back to buffets. Also, do comment where you want me to go and re-review, because it's been a long time since I've been to a few of these buffets. All right, kalua pork and cabbage, here we go. That's really good. The pork is super, super tender. Cabbage is cooked perfectly. It's got that kind of bitterness that you get from like slow cooking the meat with the cabbage. You'll know what I'm talking about if you like cabbage. I do. So for me, that is a hit. I did think that was really good. That and the sweet and sour pork were good. I would probably skip the fish. And we have a couple more items here. Okay, now I don't remember how to pronounce this. Malapua. It is a Hawaiian version of like a char siu bao is basically what it is. Hawaiian food does have a lot of like Asian influences, and that makes this look pretty familiar to me. Let's see. It was all wrapped up to keep it nice and moist. I really like that. Wrapping them up was very smart. It's keeping the bao dough super, super moist. The filling is delicious. It has a really excellent flavor to it. The texture is spot on. Those were good. I would definitely eat another one of those. I liked that. Let's try the very typical buffet spring roll and see what I think. One thing about me, I love a Panda Express spring roll. This is very much like that. It's cooked really nicely. The outer shell is not super greasy. They're not soggy. Overall, a good spring roll. Both of those were good. Okay, and last but certainly not least, they have a Hawaiian beef stew here that I remember very much enjoying, although it has been a while. Big fingerling potatoes in here, whole carrots, beef, celery, all in this like really thick stew broth. Yeah, that's absolutely delicious. So good. It's kind of funny because if my mom were to make like a beef stew, it would taste like this, but this has like certainly more kick, if you will. A little bit of like a cayenne heat in the back of your throat, but otherwise just this rich, meaty, hearty stew. Big chunks of potato in there. Very good. Most of the things here were delicious. We are going to finish these 2 plates together and get our next ones. Okay, we made it to the Mexican station. A lot of this is like taco fillings, and they do have like a whole taco bar here with all the fixins, and there's chips, so you could make nachos if you wanted to do that. I just want to try some of this fajita meat for sure and see how it is. This is chicken fajita meat. I'm going to skip all the carbs. And they also do have beef enchilada that I do really want to grab and try some of these enchiladas. They look like they're going fast. But you could also do, they have like pork, they have some beef meat that you could put, and some refried beans if you wanted to do like a whole taco section. Over in the American section, I imagine this is to go with your carving meats, which we will try later, but I do want to try the stuffing. It looks very thick. Next to that is the fish of the day. I don't know that I really am in the mood for that fish. I'm probably gonna skip that. They've also got fried chicken here. Looks pretty good. Actually, you know what? I'm eyeing it. Let's get one. I'll try this leg here. That looks good. All right, I am eyeing these pineapple baked beans. These look good. I'm intrigued. Let's get some. They have a nice little ramekin for them. Okay, next 2 sections we picked from were the Mexican station and the like, I don't know, like American / sides. It's right next to the carving meats, which we are gonna get to very soon, but I wanted to try a few of these random items. So like I said, they had all kinds of like taco fixings and things. You could make nachos or tacos. They had hard shells. I want to try the enchiladas. I don't remember if I've tried these here at this buffet. Let's give it a shot. Enchiladas are good as hell. Those are good. They're good. The beef on the inside is like shredded beef. The sauce is the perfect level of spice. They've got real cheese all over the top. Shell is nicely cooked. Those are yummy. Yes, I would absolutely get those if you come to this buffet. Those rock. Very, very good. Okay, let's try this fajita meat, this chicken fajita meat. I'm trying to avoid eating a ton of rice or I'm gonna like get stuffed and miserable for you guys before I'm even halfway done here. All right, I've got peppers and onions, some seasoned chicken. Let's give it a shot. Flavor's pretty good. A little dry, just a little bit. There's a really nice like pepper and onion flavor coming through, and a lot of pepper, like black pepper on the chicken. But there is just this small bit of dryness that I almost think is just from it like sitting in the juices. It also is a little bit tepid temperature-wise. Now my food is never like piping hot when I try all this for you guys, but in this particular case, it feels like it's a little colder than I would like. So they maybe need to give that a good stir. So the enchilada was like a big high, and then that's like, meh. Other chicken I want to try is the fried chicken. I was gonna skip it, and then I was like, you know what? It looks good. On further notice, though, I was like, ooh, it doesn't look like there's a ton of meat on it. Let's see how it is. I got a drumstick. Maybe I just picked kind of a dry drumstick. Let's see. The chicken's delicious, actually. The meat on the inside is very tender. It's not a super big drumstick. I would definitely need more, but The meat that's in there is perfect, nice and soft, nice and moist. The seasoning on the breading is delicious, as is like the crispiness of the skin. Really good, actually. Definitely would eat more of that. That was delish. Okay, I want to try some of this stuffing. This stuffing looks like a solid block, and that may seem gross to some people, but that's like exactly how I want my stuffing, like a lump of bread. So I have high hopes. This looks like how I would want it at Thanksgiving. Let's see how it is. Tastes like Thanksgiving stuffing. It's absolutely delicious. Tasting all the stock. I'm tasting tarragon, sage, thyme, rosemary, all the flavors that you want from Thanksgiving. Celery, onion, very mushy. Not a lot of like pieces of the bread still like in there, but like that is how I like my stuffing. Yum. If they have turkey over at the carving station and some mashed potatoes, like I could just make a Thanksgiving plate and I would be like in absolute heaven, even though it is July. But Thanksgiving in July sounds great to me. Mr. Ruby's gonna want to eat those enchiladas. And now let's try these pineapple baked beans. That sounded really good. Don't think I tried these last time we were here. You can really taste the pineapple, and there's a tanginess of like a ketchup flavor mixing in with the brown sugar. Kind of reminds me of like bacon wrapped water chestnuts, like romaki, if you've ever had those. It's that flavor with like a pineapple juice kick. Delicious. Super good. And a kind of an interesting twist on baked beans. I would never think to put pineapple in there, but I like it. This was a really solid plate of food. I wasn't a huge fan of the fajita meat, but everything else I really enjoyed. So we're gonna eat this and then get our next plate. Can I do some of the prime rib, please? Can I do the lemon pepper chicken as well, please? Yeah, I'm not picky. That looks good, thank you. Can I get a little of the Italian sausage as well, please? Awesome, thank you. And then you said that's like the fatty bits from the prime rib? I'll try a little bit, sure, thank you. All right, star of the show, crab legs. Lots and lots of crab legs. Pile them on here. On to the main show, we are gonna do crab legs and carving meats. Now, there's actually a lot of food left. I'm not gonna be able to eat everything. We'll try to show you everything that there is, but this is gonna get, we're gonna get full real quick here, guys. Let's try this prime rib. Cut nice and fresh. I'm not putting anything on it, even though I do like it with like a jus or something, but I wanna see how the meat is just on its own. Well, let's give it a go. That's one of the better that I've had on a buffet, honestly. Like the meat is like very, very juicy, very tender, very rich. It's cutting with the abysmal knife that you get at a buffet so easily. Ooh, with a little bit of sauce. Like this is actually really good meat. I am impressed with it. And it's not my favorite cut or style of meat typically, but this is actually really good. The carver also gave us like a massive piece of the fat, and I took like a little bit of the skin, like the crackling skin, and mixed that in with the rib. It's really good. Really good meat. Okay, I would like to try this chicken. I'm seeing rosemary sprigs like all over the top. There's a bunch of seasoning on this chicken. The skin looks lovely. I think I got a thigh. I told him I was not particular about what kind I get. Let's see. That chicken is very good. Tender. The seasoning is good. I think the fried chicken actually had better flavor to me. I would personally eat that over this chicken, but it's not bad. I mean, it's like cooked really well. It looked dry when we cut into it, and I was afraid, but it's not dry at all. It's actually really nice. All right, let's try this sausage. Last but not least, I know that they used to have turkey. I don't know if the turkey is gonna rotate in, because I remember it being amazing, but I will say the prime rib was excellent, so it's a fair trade. Let's try the Italian sausage. Oh, the sausage is bursting with flavor. So much flavor. It's like a cheesy, gooey, juicy, real fatty sausage. Typically, texturally, that's not my jam, but it's so flavorful and so rich that I'm kind of loving it. So honestly, I think they did a really excellent job with the 3 carving meats that they do have on offer, the chicken being the weakest one, and now the star of the show, the crab legs. And I gotta say, at least with a $34 price tag, if somebody in your party doesn't even like crab legs, you'll still be able to get your money's worth at this buffet, if it makes sense. But having all you can eat crab legs for $34 in Vegas is a good deal. The crab legs did break open pretty easily, and there was a good amount of meat on the leg that I cracked open. Let's give it a try. So the crab legs are chilled. They had lemon and butter and things that you could have with it. Some of these I'm cracking open have a lot more meat than others. Like some are a little bit more scant, but then other ones will have a nice big juicy piece of meat. So you really want to just get a big pile, make sure you get enough. We're gonna eat all this and get really full. I might have room for one more plate before dessert. Okay, so this section has like some barbecue pulled pork, mashed potatoes, broccoli, and some more chicken. I am gonna try a little bit of the pulled pork because they have buns, so you could make like a pulled pork sandwich. So I wanna see how the pork is. This section is Italian. There's linguine pasta, meatballs, Portuguese sausage. There's also just some regular penne. Next to the penne, they've got marinara and Alfredo sauces, but they also have beef tips. So I think I'm gonna try a little bit of beef tips with penne and see how that is. See this? I'm curious about this. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Okay, they have some fried shrimps here, which we are getting for Mr. Ruby because he loves fried shrimp. And then there's also sauteed clams. They're very, very picked over, but I'm gonna try to get one or two so we can try them out. There's one. All right, they have corn on the cob, some baby carrots here, and then they have some mac and cheese. I am interested in this. I'm gonna see how this is. All right, next to the peel and eat shrimp, they have some sushi. I am a little scared, but I will do it for you guys. I will try one. Okay, the most random assortment of food ever, but like I said, they have a lot here. I didn't even show you guys there's a pizza section. The pizza here is good. There's a salad section with fruit. There's a lot. Let us start with this pulled pork. Like I said, they have buns, so you could make like a pulled pork sandwich if you're into that kind of thing. Let's see how it is. The pork has been amazing, as has a lot of the chicken and stuff. They're doing a great job with the meats. The barbecue sauce is very sweet. It's much more on the sweet side than on the tangy or sour side. I'd prefer it to be a little bit more tangy or vinegary. This is very, very sugary, but it is good. I think if you are a big pulled pork fan, you would enjoy it. All right, I'm gonna try this beef tri-tip with noodles. That seemed interesting. I also got the bay leaf, which means that I am lucky if you get the bay leaf. Okay, let's try the tri-tip here. Yeah, the beef is good. It's okay. It's nothing crazy. It's a little bit chewy. Not horribly so. I mean, I can definitely eat it, no problem. But out of the meats I've been trying, it's not my absolute favorite. The noodles are nicely cooked, and it is difficult to keep noodles like at a good texture sitting on a buffet, and I think they did a good job here. They're al dente, they taste nice. And they had a bunch of different like meatballs and things like that that you could do. I would probably skip this beef. It just wasn't that appealing to me. I liked the barbecue pork better. I will try these clams. They were really, really picked over, so hopefully that means they're good. Clam tastes good. Lots of roasted garlic, like tons and tons of roasted garlic coming through, giving it a really lovely flavor. A little chewy. They have probably been sitting in that vat for a while and they kept them at a hot temperature, but very nice flavor to the clam. All right, it is time for the Mr. Ruby patented shrimp test. We don't have any cold
sauce.
We don't have any cold shrimp. We don't have any cocktail sauce.
Oh.
You're just gonna have to try it as is and let us know what you think.
It's great, yeah.
Right?
It's great, yeah.
Good breading.
With cocktail sauce, it would be really good.
Okay, we get a really good on the fried shrimp.
It's like Rampart. It's good.
On par with Rampart Buffet, if that tells you guys anything. All right, do I do the mac and cheese or the sushi? I'll do the mac and cheese. I'm scared of the sushi, you guys. I'm scared. All right, let's do this mac and cheese. It didn't look amazing there, I'm not gonna lie. But how do you make bad mac and cheese, right? Like by that logic, this should be good. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, the mac is delicious. I will say if you eat that, you are gonna be so full, you are not gonna be able to eat anything else. It is like all cream, butter, and cheese. Tons of it. Ooh, the like sauce is actually really good. It's really creamy, really rich. It's virgin on a Velveeta, but homemade. And then the noodles are nice and soft. They have a spiral noodle in here, which was a good choice. So it's good. Like, honestly. All right, so the thing I was the least fan of so far was probably the beef noodles. I am gonna try the sushi. People were getting a lot of this sushi, you guys. Let's see how it is. That was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I've had some horrifying sushi on the buffets. This was actually fine. The rice is a little bit claggy. It's a little too squishy, but the inside tastes fresh. It's not as mushy or gross as I thought it was gonna be. It actually tastes fine. I wouldn't eat sushi on a buffet personally, but this is not bad. We will pick apart this, then it is time for dessert. Okay, wide variety of desserts here. I see tiramisu, coconut cream, that looks like a cherry pie. We are eyeing up this Oreo cake, that looks good. That looks like lemon. This is like a chocolate, and then I want this. This looks like banana cream, and it also looks like people are getting a lot of that, so I definitely want to try the banana cream. So this section here is all no sugar added, and they have this chocolate silk that looks kind of good. I think we're gonna try that. Made it to the end of our journey. We are on to dessert. I've picked out 3 that looked very appealing to me. I have had desserts here at Main Street before, and they've been pretty darn good usually. I want to start with this banana cream pie. This was like really picked over. I think a lot of people were eyeing the banana cream. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's delicious. Nice thin pie crust on the bottom. Perfect flakiness. The banana pudding itself, very rich, very sweet with that like kind of artificial banana flavor, but it's not overwhelming because there are real bananas stuffed inside too. And then they put a nice light whipped cream that's like very like not sugary, so that's kind of melding in with that heavy banana flavor, and all together it just makes a very delicious banana cream pie. Let's try the Oreo. This is definitely Oreo, an Oreo chocolate cake. The frosting looks amazing. Oreo frosting with like the softest, most delicate chocolate cake in between the layers. That is delightful. It's simple. You're basically getting an Oreo and chocolate flavor. Not too terribly sweet. Like it's like sweet and chocolatey, but it's like I could keep going back for more and eating it and eating it and eating it. It's not too rich. Yum. Here, you're gonna like that one too. That is yum. Okay, can the no sugar added defeat 2 full sugar desserts? I don't know. Should I have saved it for last? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Looks good. This is a chocolate silk. Whipped cream. Looks like it's got the same crust as the banana, so that bodes well. If you can't eat sugar, I think you would like this. The chocolate flavor is really subtle. The whipped cream is really nice, great texture. And I have the crust here, which I did really like. However, after eating 2 sugar bombs that were amazing, to me this tastes incredibly bland. So I probably should have started with this one. I can taste the chocolate in the chocolate pudding, but like sugar is really nice. So yeah. Out of those 3, honestly, super hard to decide between the banana and the chocolate cake. They were both killer. I would absolutely eat those again. I'm really full. Just finished up at Main Street Station Buffet. So I will say this. I felt like the crab legs weren't the best we've ever had. We kind of had to pick through the pile to get to the really good ones. However, $34 a person is a really great deal here in Vegas for this quality of the carving meats and all these options in downtown in a great spot. So I would recommend giving it a shot. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's review as always, and thank you so much for watching the channel. See you in the next.